Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast. This episode is a unique one. Just letting you guys know that we did record this episode before, but we did have some audio issues. And so we're coming back and recording a shorter episode, which is very ironic because of the movie we will be reviewing. But before we get into it, again, I want to welcome you guys to Marvelous Friends. And my name is Rob, and with me, I've brought a few of my friends.
Rinaldi.
Elise.
And I'm Fergie.
This episode, we are going to talk about Antman. What happened?
I have no idea.
Blooper.
You can always go in there and
Yeah, I can. Yeah, fix it in post, right?
yeah, fix it in post. We'll just get the audio guy to do it.
Good old fixing it.
Our
in
mythical
post.
audio
one.
guy
Knowing mythical, I am a legend.
He is the
with his
Doctor
beard and his
Strange
flannel.
of audio.
Are the legends true? Can you fix this in post?
Yes. Yes, you can.
You go to his cave,
Go to my cave.
bring a young lamb or something as a sacrifice,
Oh
Just sacrifice.
and offer it to the audio guy.
Oh my gosh, I actually feel honored y'all talking about me like this.
So, Scott Lang has been arrested for being a Robin Hood figure against a corrupt boss of his. Unfortunately, being a Robin Hood figure doesn't pay off, and after he's released from prison, his life is completely upended, and he's separated from his family, and he needs to find a job in order to provide for his family. Luckily, a former CEO of Pimtech, Hank Pym, has the perfect job for him. He just needs to put on a suit that makes him grow really small and really big, and he has to steal something very secret. Comedy hijinks ensue in the movie Ant-Man.
Let's see if more than just comedy hijinks ensues. I want to preface, first of all, it's so good to be together. It's been, I feel like, months since we got together to continue this podcast, and ironically, this is the one that we are reviewing and talking about. So let's go around. What would you grade this movie? Letter grades.
Letter grades.
I gave it a B minus. For the simple fact, and I wrote this down, that it's funny, entertaining, simple, boring, and family friendly.
She said boring.
Some parts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I'll go next. So I gave this a B. Again, this is a movie I love to watch. I can just watch it for any occasion, whether it's having people over the house to, get some popcorn, or if I'm working on a project and I need something in the background. Like, it's perfect for
Yep.
anything. But there are parts that are boring and formulaic, and part of that is because they had switched directors like halfway through filming. But the parts that are really good are like really good. Like, the parts that are really funny are funny,
Mm,
and the action that's like really interesting and intense is like interesting and intense. So this movie is a good movie. I give it a B.
that's good. How about you, Elise?
Yeah, I think that I also will give it a solid B. For a lot of the reasons you guys said. Yeah, I think that it's a pretty good introduction to Ant-Man. It's fun. It had moments where it was a little bit slow, but I think overall pretty well done. I mean, I laughed. I love Luis, but we can get into some of the stuff later. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, solid B.
Luis is my guy.
Luis
He's-
is that yo.
Yeah,
We're gonna get into
Yeah.
it. So, I feel like
yeah.
everyone is kind of on the same page with this. I'm gonna go ahead and give this an A minus.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I'll get into why. Yeah, so I give it an A minus because, first of all, this movie was fun. You get Paul Rudd in anything, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
You get Michael Douglas. You get just a good cast of people, and they each carry their characters very well, right? Um, so in that regard, it was very fun, very light, especially with the humor and with you can literally like watch this with the guys. You can bring your family to watch it. This is great for every audience. The reason why I give this an A minus, I bump it just a little bit up because Ant-Man is so cheesy. Just the concept and idea of Ant-Man. You're gonna make a movie about Ant-Man. It's so cheesy, but to make it work in this world and to not shy away from like some of the goofiness that can be Ant-Man, but make it his character. Like I feel like they did a great job with this one.
Hmm,
Um, so yeah, I give this an A minus.
that's fair.
You know what I was
Hey,
just thinking? We have
appreciate
Ant-Man
that.
on in the background, and I was thinking how hilarious it would be if instead of Paul Rudd, they hired Peter Dinklage to play
Oh my
Ant-Man.
gosh.
What? That's so random.
uh,
Yo, but like
Yo,
Ant-Man.
Ant Man, Peter Dinklage. I can see
that
the
would just
logic
be
behind
When he
Right?
grows into giant man, he's a regular sized person.
it.
Yo, Peter Dinklage, I'm so sorry if you are hearing this. Oh
hmm,
man, that
He
is
is a good actor,
hilarious
though.
though.
yeah.
No, he's
To
a
be
great
He's
fair,
actor.
he's
yeah,
awesome.
But it's just the irony
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
so
of Peter
wrong.
Dinklage being Ant-Man.
Just, just not.
so so let's get into the reviews and what we thought of these movies of this movie. What stood out to you? What did you enjoy? We don't have to go into in a specific order, but there's like one or two things that you enjoyed about the movie. We could start with that.
I think my favorite part of the movie is just Paul Rudd himself. I think he's just so fun, like you were saying. You put him in any movie and it's gonna be good. But I also just can't stop staring at his face. I'm like, he looks so good for his age, and I'm just like engrossed.
Paul Rudd's face. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
no.
face.
hey, leading
I can't
actors are
stop watching it
important.
because Paul Rudd's face.
Leading actors are you. If you have the right leading actor, you can attract a bigger audience.
There it
That's true.
is.
I
Uh,
just wish that I could like be wrinkleless when
yeah,
I'm
I
Paul Rudd's
know.
age.
When I found out he was 50, I was what? 50?
I
Seriously.
almost don't believe it. I'm like, Google has to be
Yeah.
lying about that.
He has a fake birth certificate. He's like a Dominican baseball player.
But if you watch
What?
Friends, he looks like a fetus. He's so young.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot he was on Friends. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. He was on that show. Um, yeah, I think for me, the comedy, man, like the jokes, even the smaller jokes hit. Like when Ant-Man is like, the guys that he's living with, he's like, oh, maybe they should help on the mission. And Michael Douglas is like, no, 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 not these wombats.
Womp.
And even no, but just the way he said it, like just his reaction.
Dead.
Like even the smaller jokes hit, not
Mhm.
just the big ones, not just the Luis jokes. So the comedy's on point, and I think the creativity with the power of shrinking and
Mm-hmm.
growing, because that could look super goofy, super easily,
Yep.
Yeah.
but they do a good job of doing it in creative ways and having some like real like risk involved with doing it. So that part was pretty interesting as well for me.
Yeah.
Yo, solid points everywhere. How about you, Elise? Anything that you like that you really enjoyed about this movie?
Well, well, I already mentioned my boy Luis. His storytelling, those parts are like super hilarious. So that's one of the things, and I can't believe they got Ti being in there was random, but he's strangely fit.
You
Seriously.
read my mind. I was waiting for someone to say
He's
it. Oh my
he's
goodness.
But it's part of that's part of the comedy.
yeah, right. So he's strangely
Just
fit, and
randomly.
I kind of just overlooked. I'm like, okay, he's there. Um, so
Right.
the comedy's great, and again to what you, Rob, and Rinaldi were mentioning about just the execution of this power, because I mean, I've never really been an Ant-Man fan. Like I don't really know much about him in general. I mean, I played one of the Marvel games. He was playable, I think. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not picking you. So
I
he
think
just
you're better off. He has a very
yeah.
weird history. You're better off.
Yeah, so his whole concept to me was always weird. I remember it came out. I wasn't in like really enthusiastic about seeing it, but I was like, okay, but it's part of the MCU. Let's go. And so, yeah, I just like how they really went in depth about the powers and the whole, yeah, the quantum physics of it. All that stuff, like the quantum realm, all that stuff. That was yeah, so it gave me a different insight into his power and stuff like that. So I thought that that was cool. It wasn't just about getting big and getting small. It like there was, I like the science to it
Hmm.
that they put.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
deliver that very well. Some of the things that I enjoyed about this movie is Louise. I feel like this movie's hilarious, but nothing is funnier than Louise.
Mhm.
Like in this movie, like all the jokes land well, but nothing is funnier than Louise. And I feel like now, any movie going after this, if we're expecting him to be in it, that's what we're
Mm,
looking for is Louise, like just how he carries a conversation,
Hmm.
how he throws in jokes, and then like the dare I say iconic storytelling. I only wish, that someday I could tell a story
Oh
just
my
like he
goodness.
can and make it
Yo.
just as interesting. And then, at least to your point, Ti.
Ti.
I
So
am not over
random.
the fact that they just randomly hired Ti.
Hey, yo, hip hop in the MCU, baby.
Yo, seriously. Okay. Fun fact: if you go on Ti's Instagram and look at his bio, the description. So if you look on rapper's bio, it says rapper, musician, whatever. On his bio, it says actor.
That's
Wait,
hilarious.
wow.
Yeah.
It's funny because Ti beat Kendrick into the MCU because Ant-Man came out before Black Panther
Oh. I'm like Kendrick
because
wasn't in
Kendrick
it.
did the soundtrack.
Okay.
Oh, but he
Well, he
wasn't in it.
did, but he wasn't in the movie.
No, I'm just saying, like, if
His
I
his I
knowing
got you. His
Ti,
fingerprints. Yeah.
knowing Ti, he flexed on Kendrick about that.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, okay, he was in the movie, but no one remembers Ti
True.
in this movie. So he
Kendrick
can
probably
flex
got
all he
paid more.
wants. Yeah. Like I'm looking at like we're watching it in the background now and there's Ti and I'm like, why does this look funny? I don't know. And
Nah, it
and
looks
it
funny
looks
though.
it
It
looks
definitely looks
funny, but
funny.
he also fits.
right.
Yeah.
It's weird. They worked him in very well. So funny enough, Ti's in the movie. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, the jokes land well. The way they use his powers, that was very, very well done. And even the explanation of his powers and
Hmm.
how he discovers it and just the suit and all that stuff. And I feel like the story itself was told like seamlessly. You saw his face, right?
You in the system? I'm in the system, bro. I'm in the system.
um, but overall, like, yeah, this is one of those movies where I'm like, I'm not rushing to the movies to see this. But when I do see it, I'm like, this is fun. This is hilarious, and
Yeah.
overall, a fresh breath of fresh air.
I think too, it's you kind of forget it's a star-studded cast.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's so many heavy hitters in this.
Hmm. Yeah, no, good casting director, whoever you are, kudos, credit to you.
Yeah.
I like the fact that within the MCU, they purposely, I think, put this after Age of Ultron because the next movie after this is Civil War. So they're like, okay, Age of Ultron,
Mm.
that's a heavy movie. The Avengers are fighting it amongst themselves. Civil War, heavy movie. Avengers are fighting amongst themselves, and there's a lot of drama between Tony and Cap. And we need something fun. We need a break. Let's put Ant-Man in between all of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a good choice. Just like overall storytelling with all of the movies.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anything else that stood out to us? Let's talk about what we didn't like. If there is anything we didn't like, that one's a little hard to
Hmm.
figure out with this movie, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not as controversial as
There
some
might
other
not be an
films.
R&R for this one. I can't think of anything that I didn't enjoy.
They killed off my man's Anthony. That's
Oh
what's wrong.
yeah. Yep.
Yo, I had to pour out something from my water bottle for him, man. Right, just I almost thought about pouring out the whole bottle, but I was like, nah, this is Ant-Man, so you got to do a miniature ceremony for Anthony. I felt like that was appropriate.
I realized like Anthony is the only casualty in this movie.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
I think that was by design, man. They wanted this
Oh,
to be a
and
little
those
bit
sheep.
lighter.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
and the
The
Oh.
little
sheep.
lamb. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
Oh.
sick.
that
I
was
didn't
Yeah.
expect that.
yeah.
Yeah. How he like wipes it off and it's like gooey.
Mm.
And he was like, "All right, bring out subject number 37."
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
like, wait, what? You
I'm like,
just
how
killing
y'all?
sheep?
And then later on, the dude like does it to like a guy in
Yeah,
the
for real
bathroom.
person,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, he did it to the guy
I mean, I
first.
don't feel sorry for him
Frank.
because
I
like
remember his
he
name.
disrespected
Frank.
Miguel's wife.
Frank.
You remembered
Frank
Frank.
got
You
popped
remembered his name.
first. and
That's how
then
Frank,
try
handy
to
no,
that I
I
rub
don't
it.
was.
care about Frank. Frank disrespected Michelle Pfeiffer. He was like, "Yeah, because you failed to save her in the beginning," and then Michael Douglas punched him in the face.
Mm.
I was like, "Nah, you can go. I don't miss. I miss Anthony more than you."
Tag.
Though that was pretty crazy. Though he shrunk a person, he turned to a little pile of
Well,
bone.
that's the thing. He didn't shrink him. I think that whatever it is he was using, I think he was trying to create or simulate that technology, and that's a failed attempt, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. It was a
Right.
failed attempt. He
Yeah.
tried to shrink him and it failed
Right.
because his body just compressed into just mush,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
which
I
is
feel like when he
crazy.
shrunk that guy in the bathroom, I feel like he knew it was gonna fail.
Oh
The way
yeah.
that he did it, he
Yeah.
was like, "Bye, Frank." Like, oh, gee, like, yeah.
I said bye, Frank.
Then he just wiped him up, like, okay.
Dang. I guess the one thing I did not enjoy as much, I mean, this isn't more of a nitpick than
Mm,
anything, is the villain was good
mhm.
in
Yeah.
this movie, right?
Yeah.
It's just another one of those you know, copy and paste but opposite the hero where like,
I
okay,
see.
you like okay, for example, okay, you have Hulk and his villain is a red Hulk. Like the exact same power, but he's a villain.
Yeah.
You have who else?
Vanko in Iron Man 2.
Oh, yep.
He's
Yeah.
That's
another
Yeah, yeah,
exactly
yeah.
genius
it.
that made a suit.
Right, exactly. Almost a lot of these origin stories have that kind of formula where the villain is basically copy and paste, like opposite the hero.
Mm,
Yeah.
Because in this movie, you have Yellow Jacket, which I kind of like his suit,
yeah. Kind of
That
but
suit is
fly.
fly.
yeah, he has a dope
In the
suit.
comics, yo, I love that suit when I read Ant-Man comics.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That's my only thing that kind of like, and it's not even so much a thing for this movie. That's just what they do in all of
Yeah.
these origin stories.
Mm,
So it's not even a gripe that I have with the movie in particular. That's why for me it's forgivable because it's like, oh, I just wish they would
Yeah.
stop doing that.
Yeah.
mm,
And he's
But
not the worst villain either.
no, you're right.
No, he
You're
does
absolutely
his
right.
job.
Yeah,
That's what he
exactly.
did. Cuz some villains, they fall really short.
Hmm.
And then some villains are like very memorable, like
Yep.
Loki, but he's in the middle. He did what he was supposed to do
I agree.
and he didn't make the movie bad. So,
mm,
yeah. And I did like the fact that he felt like the what was it? The like he felt like the forgotten son, like Scott replaced him.
Mm.
Like Hank, pushed him to the side and took Scott. And that's how he interpreted the whole situation. So I thought that was interesting dynamic
Yeah.
mm.
because he used to be the one that worked with Hank.
Right. I have a question for everyone.
Yeah.
What is your favorite ice cream?
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Mango fruit
Yeah,
blast.
yeah, yeah. Mango fruit blast. Fergie was so
Baskin Robbins.
confused.
I was like,
Dude,
what?
ice
Baskin
cream.
Robbins always finds out.
Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Yo, when Lewis said it, I cried. I
It's,
cried from laughter.
Baskin Robbins, they always find out.
They always find out, right?
Oh man, so that's what I mean by the humor in this movie. It's
It's
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
And-
I think one thing that is a flaw with this movie, it does seem formulaic at times.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, like it's tough though because it's like I don't know what you could be done to make it better. Those parts because it's like the whole like Michael Douglas like Scott like I found you, I believe in you, like the whole like kind of Karate Kid type of
Mhm.
speech where Mr. Miyagi's like, Daniel, son, I believe in you.
Hmm.
That whole thing.
Daniel's-
Then you had the training montage, which is kind of like the Karate Kid,
The
where they
hero's
had the training
journey.
montage. Yeah, like the hero's journey type
Yeah.
of stuff that
Yeah.
kind of feels like you have to put it in
Mhm.
Mhm.
so that people can keep up with what's going on.
Yeah.
So that was a flaw. But I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't like it ruined the movie.
So you're saying like the overall format of this movie that
Yeah, the
Marvel likes
format.
to do, or just in general, movies like to do, but specifically Marvel. in their movies when they do origin stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that because I think you're
Yeah.
right. It's like an origin story type of
Mhm.
formula, so it's not
Yeah.
really an Ant-Man problem. You could argue it's an MCU
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I think they look back at Iron Man 1 and go, we need to do this because it was so successful. Because
Yeah.
that's what Iron Man 1 is. Like, he faces, an Iron Man suit faces another Iron Man suit. Now we have an Ant-Man suit that faces another bug suit. Like, it's
Yeah,
very,
I feel like with Iron Man that felt more human.
that is very true.
And
Mhm.
part of it
very
is
true.
because some of the scenes were ad libbed. Like Rob Downey Jr. was just like, I
That's
don't
my
need the
guy.
script. I'm just gonna like. There's a scene when they're in the office eating pizza, and he and Pepper are just hanging out talking, and then Obadiah walks in. He's like, Tony, what's going on, man? Blah blah blah. Like that whole scene was ad libbed. Like Robert Downey Jr. didn't even read the script for that
Wow.
scene, so you feel like this human connection. Where I feel like Ant-Man, it just feels like, okay, that we got to follow the script. We got to like, okay, part A, part B,
Mhm.
part C.
Mhm.
So I feel like Iron Man 1 is probably the only movie where that formula like works the best
Right.
because half of the movie is just ad libbed.
Yeah.
What do we think about Hope in this movie?
Mm.
Crickets.
I think that's how we feel.
Yes, yeah.
Her wig is putting in work though.
Oh my-
Yeah, that wig.
Okay.
I did
Bruh.
get that.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen worse wigs, to be fair, like Brother Man and Captain America Winter Soldier, but that was a worse wig. But
Oh my God! Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Hydra Man.
yeah,
Mr. Hydra, yeah.
Mr. Hydra.
So Hope's wig is better than his wig, but it's still putting in that work.
Oh my gosh. Dead.
I just wonder who she thinks she's fooling.
I don't know. It's like maybe the wig was put there on purpose so Scott wouldn't think he had a chance, to
Dead.
do some romance.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Nah,
maybe
if we're going off
maybe
script,
she
maybe. But
maybe she's mad at her dad, and she's so mad she purposely like put on that wig.
nah, this is
Or
what I
no.
think. This is what I think happened because the movie industry is very, very fickle. I think this is what happened. The director came up to her and went like, "You need to wear this wig." She said no. They said yes. Then she wore the wig. I think that's how that happened.
Oh,
Like literally, like
yeah.
I think that's how that happened. But yeah, no, it was putting in work.
Oh, my fault. So Carson is the one that insulted Michelle Pfeiffer, not Frank. Dang. Okay, now I feel bad for Frank for turning into a pile of goop.
Right.
I got that confused.
Frank
My
asked
fault.
a
Oh, let me
simple
ask you guys this other question. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah, Frank didn't deserve any of that. My fault. I thought
Yeah, simple question.
Yeah.
What did we think about that CGI in like the first minutes of this movie of a young
Oh, Michael Douglas when he was
Yeah.
younger?
Mhm.
I thought it was good.
Chef's
I didn't mind
kiss.
it.
what'd you say?
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
The
Yeah.
mwah.
You
I
just
think
gotta limit it to
Rob
one scene.
Rob
You
is looking
can't be
like he
Star
disagreed.
Wars Rogue One.
A
Star
little
Wars
bit.
Rogue One,
A little bit.
they used it in too many scenes. I don't know. I was cool with it because it's just one scene, boom, it's over.
Yeah, that I'm for that. Like, okay, it's one scene. We need a a backstory, and we're not gonna hire somebody.
I
completely
also
different.
think Michael Douglas is one of the few actors who like you can do that with. Like there's so much footage of him as a young man and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Like
Yeah,
it's easy to replicate him or whatever they did.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
If they're gonna do a Disney Plus series with like the Michael Douglas Ant Man or the Hank Pym Ant Man,
Oh man.
don't just hire a new actor.
You
Just
gotta get a new
start
actor
from
for that,
scratch.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
would
you
they
gotta
For
get
a
an actor
Disney
for
Plus
that.
series? Nah, because that's multiple episodes. With nah. You gotta just start over.
Yeah.
Who would you
no.
cast?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm ready for this. I feel like Ronaldo's gonna have a good cast.
Will
He always
Smith.
does.
Oh, stop it.
You know what? The dude from Mad Men. Maybe the
Don
dude from
Draper
Mad Men.
or
Yeah,
what's his face?
I could see him being Hank Pym.
Wait, what's
Young
his
Hank
name
Pym.
again?
You said Don Draper.
Yeah, Don Draper. I think
Um,
Don Draper should be the
But what's his real
young Hank
name?
Pym. His real name? Oh, Michael. Dang it.
Not Michael.
John Hamm.
John
John Hamm.
Yeah,
Ham.
John Hamm.
Hamm.
My fault. Yeah,
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Hamm should be
I'm mad y'all
Hank
forgot.
Pym.
I don't watch the show,
Where's
so
you with the suggestions, bro?
but I don't watch the show, so I don't have no idea who Don Draper is. And so I looked it up and was like, "Oh, it's John Hamm."
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
John
John
Hamm.
Hamm
Yeah.
could do it. Yeah.
As a
Yeah, he could do.
young Ant-Man?
Yeah, young Hank
Yeah,
Pym.
I can see
Oh,
it.
yeah, young Hank Pym.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause
I
they
don't
in
know.
this movie they said they had all this footage of him fighting the Soviet Union in the Ant-Man suit when he was
Oh,
younger.
that's true.
So that's a Disney Plus series waiting to happen.
You
Yeah.
think so?
But I don't know about John Hamm
Yeah,
though.
who would you cast, Rob?
I don't know. I have to think about that.
I feel like
Because
John Hamm's too buff
who?
or like big looking. John Hamm.
John Hamm
He could lose
he looks too much like
lose
a
weight.
Bruce Wayne to be a
Yeah,
Hank
I
Pym.
agree. I
Uh,
agree.
You know?
Okay.
Like
That,
he looks too much like even I'll even go here. He can even pull off an offshoot of Tony Stark.
Oh. Okay.
mhm.
Not our DJ Tony Stark. I'm talking like an offshoot.
I
He can
see.
pull that off. But a Hank Pym, especially with the character that they established in the movies,
I
Yeah.
see.
it's got to be a younger person who resembles um
What about
yeah.
Aaron Eckert if he like dyed his hair?
Isn't he old though?
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
He's
we got to
older
think young
now.
people. They got to
Yeah,
look
my
young.
fault.
Yeah, we got to.
I don't know, man. I gotta Google it. I can't think of a top of the
Yeah,
head.
I
Well, let's
know.
do this. Like, if you're listening to this, mention it to us in the comment section. What do you think? Like, who would you cast to play a young Hank Pym in if there was going to be an Ant-Man TV series? Because that's a very very interesting idea. If they're even thinking about it, I doubt they are.
No, they're not.
Timothy
This is me being a
Chalamet.
fan.
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
Who's that?
Oh,
Just
wait,
throwing out
hold
young
on.
people.
Just
That's random. No, absolutely not. What is I had to Google him. Just I'm like, who is this again? Absolutely not.
I just get out. Get out.
Get out.
Leave
What?
What about what about Broham from the new Star Wars trilogy? Poe Dameron, Oscar
I can kind of
Isaacs.
see that.
Yeah.
I can kind
Huh.
of see that.
Wait.
He's got kind of the look. You got the chin.
Hmm.
My man's got the hair. Like he
And
looks
the
Michael
humor.
Douglas-esque.
Yeah.
So how old does this actor have to be? Because Oscar
That's
Isaac's
true.
41.
That's true.
I'm trying to think. So in the flashback, that was what, like 1988, and he was like 50. So he had to be like late 30s. Yeah, late 30s, early 40s.
We could just hire Ti.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I mean, Oscar Isaac is 41, and he's playing a Hank Pym that's in his mid to late 30s. That
He
works.
Make
he
it
he
work?
wants his Ti wants
Yeah.
his stamp in all of these movies. We should just hire him.
Hire Ti to be Hank Pym.
Ti, yeah.
Dang. I'm like Googling young actors. They're all like they're either too young or like too old.
Yeah.
Cole Sprouse.
Would you enough, Fergie? Fergie, just
Just still throwing out. Wait, at least did you look up whatever name she just said? Because I missed
no.
it.
I know who Cole Sprouse is, and I'm just like, no, Fergie, just enough.
Oh, I gotta
You
look
go,
this up.
he's
Sweet
gone.
Life
Like,
of Zach and Cody, anyone?
remember Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the twins?
Nah.
Y'all don't know? Oh, never mind.
No, I know who you're talking about. I'm just saying nah to that
She's
idea.
just
Like, nah,
she's just
fam.
playing now. She's
The
playing
Rosa
now.
Parks shirt. Just
Shall
hold
I
up the
open the
Rosa
door
Parks
for
shirt.
you so you can get out, Fergie?
Every bad Fergie suggestion, just hold up that Rosa
Oh
Parks
my
shirt.
gosh.
Nah, fam.
That-
Just because he's young. Just because he's young. Dang. Yeah, I feel like overall this is a solid movie. I feel like, that's when you know the movie's good, where
Yeah.
the conversation turns into how can we get a young Michael Douglas
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
to
Yeah.
it in a TV series. Because I agree with you, Rinaldi. If they did a series, they can't hire Michael Douglas for all those episodes and then CGI his face for all those episodes.
No
Like
way.
Yeah.
they're not gonna do that. Because they're gonna look just as bad. It's gonna start till in like the first few episodes, they're gonna look as bad as the one in this movie, in the beginning of this movie, and then it's just gonna trail off because they're gonna run out of money.
Yeah, that's true. That stuff's expensive.
You don't think Disney
Yeah.
has enough money though to pull it
No,
off?
no, no. So it's not that Disney doesn't have enough money to pull it off. I imagine the way they do it
Mhm.
is, say for example, if Marvel wants to do a TV show,
Mhm.
they can't just like use Disney's debit card. I think it's money that's allocated
Yeah, there's a
And
set budget.
yeah, there's a set budget. And then of course there's proposals. There's okay, what is the budget for this
I can see
film?
that. It's not like it's a huge blockbuster anyways. That's a lot
Yeah,
of work.
yeah, because they're thinking, okay, Ant-Man was a success, but can you propose how we're gonna make an Ant-Man TV series with a young Michael Douglas and make it interesting?
Yeah. I feel like you almost
It
have to
really
get a
depends.
no-name actor to pull it
Yeah,
off. Someone
That's
like
true.
fresh face.
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, was like Charlie Cox in Daredevil, like was he super well known?
That's
Like
true.
I saw him
Yeah.
in dang it, what's that show? Boardwalk Empire. That's the only thing I
Uh,
knew him from was that
Hmm.
show. And
Mm.
he didn't play like a main character in that show. He was a side character in that. And he got casted to be Daredevil, so and that worked out pretty well. So
Mm.
yeah, they could do that with a hypothetical Ant-Man TV
yeah.
series.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. Fergie's still looking up names.
what
I'm so she just laughs.
so what
You
did you
know
guys
she's looking up names.
what else did you want to talk about like the end fight or the
You
end
know what? Yeah,
conflict?
you know what? Let's talk about the end fight. Because all of these movies, especially big blockbuster movies, whenever there's an end fight, there's always a laser that shoots up in the sky. There's always just a villain who wants to take over the world.
Dead.
And all of these big like just if you sit down and you look at all the blockbuster superhero movies and look at how they end, it's the same thing. But this movie is very different. The final fight is very um I don't
Riveting.
even what was that?
Riveting.
I if that's your word, I don't know
I
about
don't know. To
riveting.
me, it felt unique. It felt
Oh,
unique
that's a better
because
word.
of the shrinking element.
Mhm.
Because even like because the it doesn't even start out like a fight. Like so, I guess if we're gonna use Iron Man 1 as a comparison, like that movie, the villain just started like going crazy and he put on his suit, and then Tony had to rush to put on his suit. This movie, he's trying to steal the Pym particle and he gets caught, and then Hank Pym has to, I think, what is it? Grow that tank that's on his keychain, and that causes like all hell to break loose. That causes like all this chaos, and that's what leads to the fight. It's not like the villain was like, "Oh, I'm sick of this. I'm gonna be super powerful now." And no, it's just like a bunch of random events that happened out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden they're like fighting each other. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the fight wasn't like a regular fight. It was like they shrunk, then they grew,
Hmm.
then they shrunk again. Then they're fighting on the train set.
Oh, I'm glad you bringing this
Yeah,
up.
it's like
That's the part.
it's unique. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a bit more unique than the other like Marvel fights.
Yeah,
Mm.
the Thomas the Tank Engine is my favorite part of
Yeah.
that whole fight.
That's so good.
Like the second he gets hit by the train and then you zoom out and the train just falls like a regular toy train,
Yeah.
like it's nothing. But if you're up close, it's the most devastating event of your life. It was really well done to like
Yo, that
play
suit
on
looks
that
so
side.
fly, man.
Yeah, the
That
suit
yellow
is dope.
jacket suit. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
I kind of wish they like some were able to recover the suit, but then kill him, but still have the yellow jacket suit, or maybe recreate it from scratch.
Recreate the yellow jacket suit.
Yeah, recreate it. So it's like, okay, this might come in handy in a future movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, I'm seeing like we have the movie on in the background. I'm seeing all this product placement. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
Lifesavers,
yeah.
iPhone.
iPhone,
Baskin
yeah,
Robbins.
Baskin Robbins.
Yo, this movie was filled with product placements.
They know
Sponsored
everything.
by Baskin Robbins.
Give them their coins.
They always find out.
Use code Marvelous for 10% off.
Don't use code Marvelous. You don't wanna
Fergie's
get
wilding
that.
out.
Mm.
Don't listen to
Fergie,
her.
put down the phone. Stop
I'm
looking up.
okay. So I
Stop looking up young names.
I'm manifesting, you guys.
You're what?
Manifesting.
You're manifesting.
Manifest.
Great. Why don't you manifest all the way over there?
Wait.
Leave.
So you want Baskin Robbins to sponsor us? Is that the goal?
Yeah, why not?
Why can't we should go for like
Right, you guys don't want the plug?
let's go for like hood milk or something.
You just go for like
You
hood
know.
milk.
Hood milk.
Someone who's getting a little bit more money right now. Like
What?
Yo, let's go for like. So, can we like scale back?
Elise says she wants more milk.
Like,
I
let's go for
still
like
She needs
milk.
some milk.
She needs some milk.
No, wait. What about Planet? Who makes Planet Oat? Let's get them. I want some more oat milk. You know, it's kind of expensive sometimes. Let's get the oat
oat
milk.
It is
milk.
pretty
Let's
expensive.
do
That'd be
that.
dope. Yo, Planet
Yeah.
O, we are open for
Yes.
a partnership and sponsorship. And yeah, and I'm sure you would love more people talking about your Planet Oat. Um, and also Fergie likes Mentos. Mentos,
True.
the fresh maker. Next time you're at Stop and Shop, use the code Marvelous Friends.
Marvelous Friends.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
Dang, we making business plans right
That's
now.
it.
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That's how you keep the lights on.
Yeah. Right, and we need the sponsorships because right now all of our lights are off. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how to record.
We in the dark. We in the dark out here.
We in the dark.
We can't see.
Nah, we just fine, y'all. We okay, y'all.
Yeah, we good.
I say for our Black Panther episode for Black History Month, we get a dashiki sponsorship.
Yeah.
So if someone has the
let's do
plug,
it.
let us
Dude.
know.
Yo, for when we
Dashikis.
do our Black Panther episode, please reach out to us. If you make dashikis, we will shout you out.
Yes.
Mhm.
We will represent you
That's right.
in the best way possible because Wakanda forever.
We done went all over the place.
We really did.
Yo,
We
we
really did.
did.
We really did. Is there anything else that we want to cover in this movie? I feel like we not only covered everything, like all the highlights. There
Yeah.
goes Thomas the Tank Engine.
Did you Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Go out.
No, go ahead. You got that.
Did you like the fact that this was like a heist movie? Like it, you
Mm.
know, that's how they framed it. Like they're gonna steal something from the villain.
I didn't mind it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I guess I didn't really care either way. I just kind of bought into the story.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like the heist is something that you come up with when you work backwards into a movie.
So like you start from the ending and you go back. Yeah. that
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
it's like, okay, they this is where they want the movie either to end or the result of the movie they want to come out with. Okay, how do we get there? Let's talk about these characters and work backwards. And I feel like at some point in the writing process, they came up with the heist. Because yeah, they didn't want to undo excuse me. They didn't want to they wanted to do a young Hank Pym, which doesn't make sense because he's 50. But in relatively speaking, they want to get a young Hank Pym, but they didn't want to throw out, old Hank Pym. So they wanted to do a story where they're both there. So I feel like they had to work backwards
Gotcha.
to get there. So yeah, I guess I didn't mind.
Yeah, you also have to work around the and I thought they did a good job of this. Work around the fact that he wasn't there for all the previous movies or events.
Mm.
Like he wasn't there for Avengers, like because obviously regular movie fans don't care much for Ant-Man, but like Marvel Comics fans were like, wait, where was this Pym tech that could have stopped Loki and da da da? But they covered that. He was just like, nah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm out. After
Or
he
like-
punched that dude in the face.
Yeah, or like even in that scene, it kind of even mentions it when they're talking and Scott Lang, he goes, well, I have an idea, why don't we just get the Avengers to like
Yeah, that's
handle
true.
this, and take care of this. And then Hank Pym kind of just brushes it off, like he doesn't care for it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of a testament to what you just mentioned, that, when Loki came and you have all these events that are going on, Hank Pym's like, nah, I don't want much to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a sucker for heist movies like Ocean's 11,
Oh wow.
Italian Job,
That is my movie.
Blue Streak. That's the
Oh
that
my
also
God.
is
that's
my,
the hood
oh
heist
my
movie. That's the
goodness.
heist movie for the hood. Blue Streak.
That's on Netflix
Elise,
right
do you remember
now.
watching? Do you remember Blue Streak? It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're watching.
We're
it tonight.
watching. We have to watch it.
Watch that movie.
We
and
have to
Dave
watch it.
Chappelle's in it too.
Yeah, it's so good. I watched that movie so much when I was younger.
Yeah, it's a good
Oh
movie.
my goodness, at least once a week. I loved that movie so much. Martin Lawrence was great.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for heist movies, man. So,
Yeah.
Interesting.
so yeah.
The Federale.
Federale.
I'm the Federale. No, he goes, I'm a Federale. You a Federale? Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
Federale. That movie's so
Legato
good.
mi pantalones.
Yes. Look, you just said you have a big cat in your pants. The movie's so good.
Yo, my roommate was in a wedding. Like his best friend got married in Mexico.
Mhm.
And when he came back, I showed him that clip. I was like,
Yep.
yo, you
Dead.
Martin Lawrence, brother.
Yep.
He was laughing his butt off.
The Federales. Yeah, the Federales.
man.
Oh man. Or that scene. Now we're getting into like
Yeah,
Blue
we're-
Street.
we're getting into-
Remember that scene when he was like, trying to get to the police station and he's carrying a pizza.
Oh,
so he
yeah.
has all his like his teeth and his, that whole thing. We
Got your
gotta
pizzas here, officers. Pizzas.
I like to leave it here with you, but the last time I did it, it magically disappeared. I was like, okay, dude, you just called him fat. It was so good.
Oh, man.
It was so good.
We sorry, guys. We sorry. We this movie was like, this movie was a good movie, but no controversy here. So we kind of going a little all over the place.
Yeah. I think we definitely want to encourage you to watch Ant-Man. But if you have not seen Blue Streak,
Watch that too. Do a
And
double
Blue
Streak-
feature.
and
double feature.
Blue Streak, if you're hearing this podcast, we will represent you.
Oh my gosh, this
We'll
whole,
do
Official
advertisements
movie
for
of
you.
Marvelous Friends podcast.
this
What
whole
was that?
The official movie of the Marvelous Friends podcast.
this whole thing is us just trying to get
Which is backwards
sponsorships.
because it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I know.
Just pay us. Can we have our money
Pay us.
now? Like,
Martin
Oh,
Lawrence, you're rich.
Dead.
Hey, listen to the podcast and give us like 1% of your net
Yeah,
worth.
Mr.
or
Lawrence.
like Will Smith. Who was it? Was it you and Oli who said that you would like cast Will Smith for something involving Marvel? Did we mention something about that earlier in this podcast?
Not during the podcast. Maybe like at a different point in time.
Okay, I feel like somebody mentioned Will Smith at some point.
Was that Fergie? I think Fergie.
Oh, we
was
were
kinda
talking
saying all
about
kinds of
Gemini Man
people.
earlier.
Oh, we
Oh,
were talking
that's
about
right.
Gemini
Yeah.
Man. We were
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Talking about bad CGI.
That was some bad CGI. That makes like the Michael Douglas scene in Ant-Man look like an
Seriously.
Oscar-worthy
Seriously.
CGI. And I didn't even see the Gemini movie. I was just referring to like a trailer that I saw, and I was like, "Wait, what? This don't look that good."
If it wasn't
That
going
was
to be
the trailer.
Ti, it would have been Will Smith in a Marvel movie.
Oh,
Can you picture that?
No, I could. I mean, he was Deadshot in DC.
What do
DC
you-
movies.
What are you, some kind of Ant-Man?
Is Will
Yo.
Smith Marvel material?
No, he's not. He's not.
What? Nah, I
don't
could
think
see
he
him.
is.
They could fit him in somewhere.
Nah.
Where? As what?
You would be.
Oh,
Or
I
villain.
know. I was gonna say a Shield agent working for Nick Fury.
Dead.
Damn.
That
Oh, no.
scene would be interesting.
That would be very
Nah.
interesting.
Too
They'd be
many
like,
yelling
they'd be like,
at
Will,
each
where are
other.
you? Where are you? Where's that report? See what happened was.
What are you, some kind of Avengers?
What are you? Some
Every
kind of-
movie. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
know what
true.
I'm talking about? Like every
Yeah, he
single
does.
movie he's in.
He's a-
Here's what I think happens. A director doesn't know what movie he wants to do. He just wants to work with Will Smith. So he goes up to Will Smith and he goes, "Hey, I gave you a script, but you can go off script. I really respect you." So while they shoot the movie, they kind of make it chaotic, and Will Smith will say a line, and the director goes, "That's the name of the movie." I think that's what's going
Yeah.
on.
I think it
It's not
started
the
with
other way
Bad
around.
Boys. I think it started with Bad Boys because half that movie's ad
What are we, some kind of bad boys?
No, because they sing the song.
Yeah.
Bad Boys. So I think that's why the movie's called Bad
That'd be
Boys.
funny if Martin Lawrence was like, "Would it be some kind of bad boys?" And then Will Smith was like, "No, we're bad boys for life."
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. I'm going through Will Smith's
What are we,
filmography.
some kind of Suicide Squad? Like he says that in every movie he's in, and it's like, dude, like
I'm just going through his movies. Like,
I want to come up with
what
a
is
nameless
this?
movie
Independence
and see
Day?
what he does.
What is this Independence?
What? Who am I? Ali?
Who am I? What is this? Some kind of Ali?
What is this? The
Man,
pursuit of
what is this?
happiness?
Some kind of like iRobot?
What is this? Some kind of 7 pounds?
I is this way?
How much is this weigh? 7
Man.
What is it like? 7 pounds?
How much does this weigh? What is this, 7 pounds? Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh snap. How much does this weigh?
No.
Yo. Oh my
Oh my
gosh. You know you're doing a review of a very solid movie when you have to talk about other things.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Will Smith
man.
is in King Richard?
Huh.
It's coming out in November.
Wait, what? King Richard?
Oh, so he's the father of Venus and Serena Williams.
Wait.
It's a movie about the Williams sisters.
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
And it's
Interesting.
coming out this November.
That is interesting.
That's interesting.
What is this? Some kind of concussion?
Tell
While
the
he's-
truth.
While he's
Tell
concussed.
the truth.
Dead.
But man, Will Smith. Will Smith, don't know if you're going to hear this at all, but we love and respect all of your work. You gave us The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
That's right.
and Summertime.
Mhm.
Oh
You
my
gonna say get jiggy
goodness.
with it?
And
Welcome
getting jiggy with it.
to
Yeah, and
Miami.
welcome to Miami.
Not. I don't like that song. Nope.
Didn't wait, doesn't he say Dominican women twice?
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
no. He says Asian twice.
Nah.
Oh my
He says
god.
Asian
Yo,
twice.
when I moved to Miami, like that song was playing on the radio when we drove
Mhm.
from the airport to our new house.
Welcome to
And my mom was singing to the
Oh,
song,
gosh.
and I was just like, "Yo,
Dead.
God, take me out of here!
Yeah,
Take me out of, put me back in Massachusetts, please."
that's crazy.
She was like, "Rinaldi, look, we're in Miami, like Will Smith." I'm like, "No,
We're in Miami like Will Smith.
no."
But if you ever listen to that song, pay attention to
Oh, Louis,
Luis.
Luis.
Yeah. Pay attention to the demographics that he lists,
I'm dead.
and tell me he doesn't repeat himself.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, is there anything else we want to add on? I think that's a solid review, guys. Did we
I want to do a Lewis impression.
Do you want to do a Lewis impression? Do you have one for us?
I'm trying to find the speech real quick. The story.
Oh
real quick.
wait. Oh, you're gonna act like find the story and like
I
just
wanna
make
try to
sure.
word for word.
Look, bro. Just piece of advice: you cannot exhale.
Are you
yeah,
gonna
that's
take us
true.
out with the speech, Rinaldi?
That's what I'm trying to do. I think it's the
Alright.
perfect way to end this thing, but I gotta find it. Let me try to explain. So let me try to explain Age of Ultron because we haven't covered Civil War yet. Let's do Age of Ultron. All right. Let me see. I see. So this is what happened, right? So it turns out that Hydra was like everywhere, and he was a senator, and he was like Oprah, and I think he's also a bunch of Shield agents. Hydra was everywhere, man. Cap was like, "Yo, Iron Man, Hydra be everywhere, dog. So we gotta get the Avengers back together. We gotta find Thor wherever he's at in space. We gotta bring him back. We gotta bring Hawkeye back. No, he's trying to hang out with his kids, but bro, man, you can't be hanging out with your kids if Hydra take over the world. So we gotta come back, Hawkeye, and yeah, we gotta bring back Black Widow, but nobody really like her. But she's pretty fly though. I mean, hopefully, she get my phone number. Maybe we can do something, sometime. But anyway, the Avengers got to come back together. Even Hulk too, he got to come back, and then they got to find out where Hydra at, right? So they find out where Hydra at, and then it turns out they had a scepter that Loki alien dude that was using to control people. And it turns out Tony used that to create Ultron, and things got really bad. So anyway, I don't know what else to say other than you should join the Avengers, Scott, because Iron Man be bugging out. I don't know why he created Ultron.
It's like
That was
I was waiting for the part. It was like I'm gonna create Vision. Don't create Vision. They create Vision.
Nah, I can't do the whole movie.
Yeah.
I was running out of breath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You cannot exhale when you talk like. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. This was relatively shorter than usual. We're normally talking about movies much longer, but I think this was shorter not only because we're doing it again, but we agree on everything. This was a fun movie. This was great. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for listening. Next time we get together, what movie will we be talking about?
Captain America
Civil War. Well, thank you guys for listening. Check us out in the next episode where we find out, are you with Tony Are you with Cap? Can't make up your mind like Black Widow? Who knows?
Good.
Join us next time, and I'll see you guys later.